Circle of Treason and the Hunt for Aldrich Ames. Thank you, Naval Institute, for this book. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to giving it away after we're done. So, if you haven't heard of Aldrich Ames, he was, during the 80s, he was a CIA traitor who worked for the CIA and ended up compromising 10 or 15 or 20 CIA operatives that were working inside of the Soviet Union. And the way that he got caught was not through some tactical misstep, or he failed to, cover up his tracks, or he did any spy versus spy, failed at a spy versus spy move. But he got caught because all the money that he was getting, he lavishly spent. He spent it on vacations. He spent it on a new house, spent it on a new car, nice new watches, nice new suit. And it didn't take long before before people started getting suspicious of him, his spending, and his actions. And this book goes through the story of how the CIA recognized that they had a traitor in their midst, formed up a team to track down that traitor, and finally identified the traitor, and then how not the CIA arrested him, but it was then the FBI. They handed it over to the FBI and arrested him, which, as you can expect, caused some CIA-FBI conflict there. So, what was really interesting in the investigation part of this book is the CIA knew that they had a mole in their ranks. And they had 160 people that they wanted to investigate. And the team, there's only a small team, it's a team of 5 or 6 folks who were the authors, were to investigate it. And they knew that they couldn't put resources toward all 160 folks. So instead of focusing the resources a little bit on everybody, they said, okay, we need to narrow this down. And you, meaning the team, need to give me your just gut thought on your top 10 people that you think could be traitors. And what do you know? Just through gut instinct, Aldrich Ames came to the top of most people's list. So it's very interesting. And so this very detailed book goes into that whole process of start to finish of that history of tracking down and finally arresting him. Now, I think the detail of the book is the book's strength. It's also could be the book's weakness. It wasn't. It's not written by journalists It's not written by journalists. It's written by the intelligence professionals, and so it is very, very detailed and sometimes a bit dry. So maybe if you're in the intelligence community, you'll find it fascinating. But for me, I had to skip through quite a bit to get to the end and finally get to the, hey, we arrested this guy part. The other thing that was really interesting is the final arrest. It wasn't the CIA, like I said. It wasn't the CIA that arrested him. It was the FBI that arrested him. And of course, when the FBI arrested him, they put out a press release saying, hey, we found this guy, we caught him, we tracked him down, we did everything. When in reality, it was the CIA that did most of the work, but the FBI is getting the credit for it. So that caused numerous issues and certainly didn't serve to strengthen that CIA-FBI relationship. So in closing, probably the most interesting thing that I got from this book was how he started off as a spy. And Aldrich found himself in a little financial trouble, and he thought, if I go to the Soviet embassy and give them some kind of benign secrets, just to kind of prove myself, it might give me a little bit of money, and I can get myself out of this trouble. And that was his original intention. His original intention was a one-time, give him a couple secrets, get a little bit of money, get yourself out of financial problems, and never happen again. But, as we know, once that hook was set, There is no going back. And that is what he spoke about numerous times after he was arrested. Is, man, might not have been my intention, but once I was in, once that hook was set, I was hooked. And there's no going back. Leading to the deaths of many CIA operatives, of course his arrest, and many of our national secrets being leaked. So it's a great book for the intelligence community. I'm going to be giving this book away in my newsletter. The link is below, so if you're interested in this book or any of my other mini books, which got some up there, please sign up for my newsletter and then request the book. In the meantime, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you're reading. All right, thank you. Bye.